So I tell her, honey, I don't even want to know where you got that thing, but it's going straight back to the store. And for God's sakes, take down those ridiculous decorations.
Oh man, that's priceless. She's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Tell me about it. Say, are we going in the special section?
Yes, sir. Guess who we're gonna pick up?
I don't know. You're not serious. We're going to get him?
Yeah, Lieutenant Kyle Hardlau himself. His trial starts today and we've got to deliver him to the Tribunal.
Man, is that today? I thought it would take the Tribunal at least another 3 weeks to prepare.
No, sir. They're fast-tracking this one. Didn't you see the news? He and his crew of commandos wiped out an entire civil service administrative section, surveying the Leonidas Halo. The Tribunal wants to get him on the chopping block. Quick. Good riddance, I say.
Yeah, I heard that his team... What are they called again?
Alpha Black Zero.
Yeah, right. Alpha Black Zero. Rumor is they exposed some sort of government conspiracy.
Really? Nothing on the comnets about that. The only thing I've heard is that they arrested him and his team outside some government building in the Leonidas Halo, and that most of the civil servants inside were dead or wounded. Covert ops, man. I tell you, nothing but a bunch of psychos.
Yeah, but why would a cover-ops team take down an admin section of the government?
What? You some kind of sympathizer?
Listen, if this hardlaw guy is really responsible for that sort of senseless butchery, may they fry him in hell for all I care. I'm just saying it's strange.
Like I said, bunch of psychos. Ah, here we are. Lieutenant Hardlau, please step out of your cell.
You are hereby placed under military oath to speak the truth before God, country, and the institute you serve for as long as you are standing trial. How do you pledge?
My oath and pledge is to speak the truth before God, country, and the institute I serve for as long as I'm standing trial.
Lieutenant Hardlaw, you are in front of a military tribunal. You understand that you have no civilian rights, and if found guilty, you will be prosecuted under Article 12 of the Free God Act?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Lieutenant Hardlaw, in your own words, describe the events that led up to February the 19th, 2366.
On the eve of New Year's 65, my team was activated and deployed on a mission to Shi.
Shi, is that the Asian development planet in the Izanagi system?
Yes, ma'am. We were sent there to extract the planetary governor who had reported to Command Group 11 that the situation on Shi had become very volatile. Shi is an Asian planet that was developed by 2137 as part of the Solgov Ethnic World Development Program. It was supposed to become a highly industrialized planet, but over the course of 200 years, the residents hadn't managed to establish an industrialized economy. These programs were typically designed by Solgov's Planetary Development Bureau to permit the commercial exploitation of planets by terraforming them into becoming habitable for humans. They would then sell tickets to the colonists for travel to these planets, allowing them to settle themselves there. The corporations, Freiland Terra Noga in this instance, would give the colonists a corporate credit account to purchase corporation machinery and equipment to begin colonization. Conceptually, the colonists start out as farmers and over the course of some 100 years manage to build their own society and economy. When the economy has evolved to a pre-industrial state, the Planetary Development Bureau appoints a planetary governor who oversees the transition into a post-industrial state. When this goal has been achieved, the corporation and the planetary governor help the colonists to set up a democratic government and constitution. Once established, this government will be given the opportunity to reacquire the planet from the corporation, most likely with funds procured from local companies. Within 50 years, the planet will be invited to join the Federated Planets of Sol government. This program allows Solgov to create newly inhabitable planets and to earn extra state capital while doing so. For the terraforming companies that are given these kinds of contracts by Solgov, the financial prospects are excellent, to say the least. In theory, this program has rarely worked. There are hundreds of planets that were unable to rise above the debt they owed to their parenting terraforming companies, unable even to create an embryonic version of pre-industrialized society and economy. Many of the terraforming companies that initiated these projects have long since gone bankrupt, effectively stranding the inhabitants of these planets under medieval circumstances. The companies that didn't go bankrupt withdrew from the developments and began blaming Solgov's Planetary Development Bureau, In many instances, the Bureau tried to help the stranded colonists with funds to restart the projects. However, nearly all these efforts failed, and no one was able or allowed to return to the already overpopulated inner system of Sol. This is one of SolGov's less than outstanding accomplishments, and is to this day quietly and conveniently ignored. Needless to say, many dangerous criminal and anarchist organizations have now taken advantage of such planets, using them as their operational bases or worse, way stations for smuggling of outlawed antimatter weaponry or contraband nanotechnology. The reason SolGov has sent this team to Xi is that we're part of the first command group which has been reorganized under the Aegis 51 program, and this is an excellent opportunity for SolGov to test their first operational Alpha Black ETI team. The planetary governor of Xi, George Panshin, has warned Command Group 11, which patrols the Izanagi system, that the local populace is under the influence of an unknown political organization with a strong militant arm. He has presented evidence that this organization promotes armed rebellion against SolGov. Included are recordings of planetary broadcasts on the antique short-band radio frequency that promises many other worlds like Xi will rise against SolGov under their leadership and re-establish a strong Terran throne on Earth, disposing of Quahira's influence in the SolGov Planetary Senate. This information leads us to believe that we're dealing with either Troglo-imperialist sympathizers on Xi, or an actual presence on the planet. The Troglo-imperialists have been responsible for thousands of political uprisings against SolGov through the last 300 years, none of which have ended without bloodshed. It's believed that Troglo-imperialists on many worlds are being funded by the exophage cartels who seek to weaken SolGov's reach in order to carry out their clandestine shipping of military-grade nanotech and antimatter undisturbed. So, we're unsure whether we're dealing with an actual Troglo-imperialist presence or just an adaptation of the ideology. If the former is the case, we can expect heavy resistance. If the latter, resistance may prove less organized, but we still have to be careful. It's very unlikely that the locals will extend us a warm welcome, so let's not provoke them. Use absolute discretion at all times, but if fired upon, you're permitted to return fire. Make your way to RV Point Bravo, where soldiers from Command Group 11 will be waiting to accompany you to the planetary embassy that is situated in the hills north of your LZ. You are to safeguard the planetary governor, his family, and his staff until they can be extracted by one of our dropships. Exterminate any Troglo-imperialist resistance along the way, and gather as much intelligence as you can. Lock and load, Marines, and move out!
Right. Sounds like a plan to me. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. Let's do it. I've got visual on a possible hostile. This just keeps getting better and better. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. visual on a possible hostile. Damn, lost the sight of them.
Lieutenant, there's no sign of women or children. Where do you think they are, sir?
They're probably taking them further up into the hills, Marine. By the looks of it, that wasn't such a bad idea.
I'd sure like to see one of them colonist daughters. Probably got 3 eyes or something. Probably a whole lot of inbreeding going on.
It takes an inbred to know one. Maybe you're a colony boy yourself. I mean, you know so much about this stuff, right?
Not as much as your ma and pa did, by the looks of you. Everybody, shut your traps. We're moving on.
Okay. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. I've got a visual on a possible hostile.
Don't kill me! Please! Kill me! Please! Please! What? Oh no. Come and get me!
Sounds like a plan to me. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. I'm here! All right.
Thank you for coming. We have been worried sick these last few days. The colonists have become rather hostile towards all the Sol Gulf staff on this planet.
Tell us about it. They're really riled up out there.
Yes. I have lost 3 people on my staff this week alone. I dare not even think what happened to them. But I suspect they have been killed or abducted by settlers from the hills north of here. The situation is becoming more and more dangerous by the day.
We encountered a lot of hostiles on the way here. You have any idea what's gotten them so incredibly pissed off?
Well, you try being stuck out here. My wife and daughter hate me for bringing them to this place. Did you know that the previous planetary governor, Mr. Torrance, went completely insane here? Tried to murder his wife and son? He didn't succeed, though. Ultimately, they managed to escape in a hover tractor. Would you believe it? He went out into the jungle west of here and never returned. Probably got gutted by the colonists. You know, I like to think I'm a rational man, but there are days when this heat, it just gets to you. And you feel like picking up a gun and just...
All right, Mr. Planetary Governor. We realize that you and your staff have been under a lot of stress. Let's get you inside. ETA on the dropship is T-minus 35 minutes once I've radioed them. Until then, we need to get you and all of your staff secured inside until Command Group 11 enters orbit with their fleet. The situation is being handed over to them now, and they will likely be dispatching peacemaker brigades during the coming week. All right, Marines. This is going to get very interesting. Command Group 11 is maneuvering its way into orbit as we speak. We've been informed there's a delay of at least an hour, since the junk they're flying are fossils and haven't seen an aerospace descent in about 90 years. That makes it T-minus 1 hour and 30 minutes until evac. We'll have to hold out till then. Sarge has been monitoring the shortwave radio frequencies they use here, and it's confirmed someone is aware of our presence. The local dialect is a muddied version of the Earth Asian tongue, so we can't be completely certain, but it looks like our colonist neighbors are preparing to storm the embassy. We're to be made an example of. I'm fairly certain this is a Troglo-Imperialist incited revolt. The windows on the first story of the planetary embassy building have been welded down with sparse shield walls, and the easy stack plating of someone's sheds we found in the vicinity. I know a few of you would like to position yourselves behind these windows to do some sniping, but that's too dangerous for the embassy staff and the governor's family whom we've got secured up there. This damned rain is obscuring vision, and considering the locals haven't had any military training, they'll most likely come at us in waves, over the walls and eventually through the front gate. We need everyone in the courtyard to prevent them from breaking into the main building and killing any of the embassy staff or the governor's family. The sentry guns on the walls should be able to mow down the first waves. After that, we'll have to rely on our own guns. Shoot at anything trying to get over the walls. If they manage to get through the front gate at some point, position yourselves to the side of it so you can lay down an overlapping field of fire. Preserve your ammo. I want short, controlled bursts. Make those shots count. Good luck. All right, Mar.
We'll comply. Got visual on a possible hostile. Got a visual on a possible hostile. Fire! Nice! You're headed back. I've got visual on a possible hostile. I've got a visual on a possible hostile.
A clean kill. Strike one up for the good guys.
Booyah! Nice one! Overhead! Sounds like a plan to me.
Come and get me.
I've got a visual on a possible hostile. visual on a possible hostile. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. I've got visual on a possible hostile. Damn, lost the sight of them. I need assistance. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. I need assistance. I've got visual on a possible hostile. I've got visual on a possible hostile. I need assistance. I need assistance. Okay. I've got a visual on a possible hostile. I've lost him. Affirmative.
Lieutenant, aren't you coming with us?
No, we've got our own ride. You take him to safety, soldier. Now! Go, go, go!
Yes, sir. Closing her up. Good luck, sir.
We're packing up and moving out. We are now fairly certain that a group of Troglo-Imperialist sympathizers, or an actual cell of the organization, is operating from the hills north of here. So we're moving up there to see if they have any base camps. Like before, we can expect to meet heavy resistance, but the colonists are probably withdrawing after they're defeated at the embassy, and the darkness will work to our advantage. Keep your lines of movement tight and watch each other's backs. I want short, controlled bursts. No need to draw any unwanted attention to ourselves. As long as they're in the dark about our location, we'll be able to gather intelligence we need and return to our own extraction point for evac and rendezvous with our own command group.
We'll comply. Let's do it. All right. Right.
The enemy!
got visual on a possible hostile. I've lost him.
The enemy.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Sounds like a plan to me. We'll comply. Okay. Let's do it. I've got visual on a possible hostile. All right. Right.
The enemy!
I've got a visual on a possible hostile.
Oh no!
Damn, lost the sight of them. This just keeps getting better and better. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's do it. I've got visual on a possible hostile. Right. This just keeps getting better and better. Sounds like a plan to me.
Lieutenant, I think I've got something, sir.
What is it, Marine?
It's a data pad, sir. Connected to the Fujiyama data access.
You mean the She data access?
No, sir. The Fujiyama data access. She's development never got that far. They don't have a data access. But one of the other colonies in this system, Fujiyama, does. It's very old. It doesn't tap directly into the rest of the central scope of data access. But its net does span the entire surface of Fujiyama.
That's how they're tapping into it?
Yes, sir. This baby is a high-end, state-of-the-art, military-grade datacast array. Worth 10 times our yearly salary.
With what I'm making, more like 100 times.
So what is a piece of expensive hardware like that doing here?
It's definitive, Lieutenant. Armored vests and weapons are exophage cartel issues. High-grade quality stuff. Some of the body armor these guys are wearing is a good match for our own.
Exophage cartels never send in mercs of their own. They use those to protect their own freighters and installations. So we can safely say these guys belong to some branch of the Troglo Imperialist network.
Looks like it, sir. They're probably off-world mercs.
I want this equipment destroyed. But bring the data pad and the processing blocks. There might be something on there we can use. Destroy all the weapons as well. I don't want any of these colonists getting their hands on exophage cartel weapons.
All right, we're going to destroy this machinery. But first remove the processing block. Pile up all weapons and stack the ammunition boxes on top.